We live in a world where everybody is very busy. We are a time-poor society these days, and balance becomes increasingly difficult. If you ask anybody, how's your day going? The reply is the same: busy. Even if we're not, we don't feel like we can be anything but busy because we've attached busy to our sense of self-worth. So busy means that we're successful, means that we're needed and valued, and that we've got a lot on, and that we're very productive and therefore effective. So to be not busy means the opposite of all of those things, that maybe we're a bit lazy or we're not doing as much as we should. And we wear busy like a badge of honour next to our stress badge, particularly at work. And we live in a world where multitasking is seen as a must-have, and where we try and do more things in less time, but we spend less time doing the things that matter. I've heard it likened many times to an analogy of a boiling frog. Now, I haven't tried this. I don't recommend that you do, but they say if you throw a frog into a pan of boiling water, it'll jump straight back out. But if you heat this pan up over time, slowly, and the frog's already in there, it doesn't know until it's too late. And it's a little bit how we live our lives, on this treadmill, trying to fit in as much as we can and maximize every second of every day. But at what cost? Certainly the statistics on stress, depression, mental illness, exhaustion, all of these epidemics we see in our modern Western world today, certainly those statistics would imply that it's coming at a great cost. And of course, as well as it fueling our sense of self-worth, being busy means that we're needed and we're valued. It also has this advantage of being busy keeps our minds off our problems. And certainly for me, this was true. When things in my life were not going well, I threw myself into my work and became even busier so that I wouldn't really notice or wouldn't have the time to think about the inconveniences that existed within my life and needed my attention. From this busyness comes a pressure to keep going, to try and juggle too many things at once. And as a result, we remove all of the time that we have to rest and recharge, all the pauses and downtime. We remove them from our life because we see them as not being productive, a waste of time almost. And certainly with the evolution of our smartphones, and our devices, we're connected 24/7. So we never even have even those slight moments of downtime when we're waiting for the bus or we're waiting for the kettle to boil, those momentary seconds, those micro pauses. Now we could have done our social media updates, looked at some photos of friends, checked our emails, some text messages, and read the news headlines, all within those slight micro pauses. And as a result, our minds never truly switch off. We don't get the rest that we need to be effective. And we're not wired to cope with this constant pressure. And as a result of how we live our lives on fast forward so that we live a fast life, not a good life. But these momentary downtime pauses, these things that we don't prioritize anymore in our life are critical to our success. They're critical to making us more effective.